OMG. What happened to Liu Yuning? Why did one of the most composed, camera-ready stars in the industry suddenly look this tired, this tense, this visibly drained? That's the question exploding across social media right now, and fans cannot stop talking about it. Spotted during what many believe to be Chunwan rehearsal-related activities, Liu Yuning appeared in a striking sky blue long coat, walking through Beijing streets with an aura that was different. The outfit, impeccable. The posture, still tall and controlled. But the face, that's where the story truly begins. Because behind the sunglasses and that carefully styled coat was a man who looked exhausted, slightly irritated, and unmistakably worn down. And fans noticed everything. A look that stopped fans mid-scroll. Let's be honest. Liu Yuning is known for many things. His powerful voice, emotional performances, and that calm, grounded presence that never seems to crack. Even on his busiest days, he usually looks collected. But this time, something felt off. Photos circulating from the scene show Liu Yuning with a furrowed brow, a tight jaw, and an expression that many fans described as trying to hold it together. No forced smile, no fan service warmth, just focus and fatigue. Some fans called it a rare, raw moment. Others were more blunt. He looks completely drained. And then came the theories. What could have pushed Liu Yuning this far? Here's where things get interesting. According to discussions sparked by posts on Platform X, Liu Yuning has been juggling an insane schedule lately. We're talking about back-to-back commitments that leave almost no room to breathe. Rehearsals, stage preparation, media obligations, creative pressure, and the invisible weight of expectation that comes with being Liu Yuning. One industry insider once said, Chunwan rehearsals are not just rehearsals. They're stress tests. Every move is watched, every expression analyzed, every second judged. Now imagine carrying that pressure while millions are waiting to see whether you'll deliver perfection again. Wouldn't your face crack a little too? The sky blue coat, style or armor? Ironically, the very thing that broke the internet, that sky blue coat, might also be part of the story. Fans praised the look endlessly. Clean lines, soft color, elegant yet bold. Some even called it one of his best street looks ever. But here's the twist. That coat didn't just look fashionable. It looked like armor, a shield against the cold, a barrier between him and the noise, a way to stay composed while feeling anything but. One fan comment stood out. He looks beautiful, but also like he's carrying the weight of something heavy. That comment alone racked up thousands of likes. When a star's face tells a human story, here's the truth many fans are quietly acknowledging. Liu Yuning isn't just a star. He's a human being working at an inhuman pace. And moments like this, when the fatigue slips through, make him feel more real, not less. We've all had those days. You still show up. You still walk forward. But inside, you're tired of holding everything together. Seeing that reflected on someone as polished as Liu Yuning hit fans harder than expected. Social media reacts. Concern, not criticism. What's refreshing is how fans responded. Instead of mocking or overanalyzing, many comments were filled with concern. Please rest. Take care of yourself. He doesn't need to prove anything anymore. Well, wait. Health comes first. In an industry where exhaustion is often glamorized, this reaction felt different. Softer. Kinder. Almost protective. And maybe that's the biggest takeaway here. The unseen cost of always delivering. Liu Yuning's career has been built on consistency. He shows up. He delivers. He rarely complains. But consistency has a cost. Late nights become normal. Pressure becomes background noise. Fatigue becomes something you learn to hide. Until one day, you don't hide it well enough. And the world notices. A moment that deepened, not damaged his image. If anything, this moment strengthened Liu Yuning's connection with fans. Because perfection is impressive, but vulnerability is unforgettable. Seeing him tired didn't make fans love him less. It made them care more. And that says everything. So, what do you think? Was Liu Yuning simply exhausted from rehearsals? Was it the mental pressure of major stages like Chunwon? Or was this just a rare, honest moment caught between obligations? Pushpin, comment below. Your thoughts matter here. Do you see this as a sign he needs rest, or proof of how hard he's working behind the scenes? Did the sky blue coat amplify the moment for you, or was it his expression that truly stayed with you? Let's talk, because sometimes the quiet moments tell the loudest stories. And this one, fans won't forget it anytime soon. When I first saw those photos of Liu Yuning, I didn't notice the coat. I didn't notice the street, the cars, or the people in the background. What caught me immediately was his face, that quiet tension in his expression. The kind of look you don't fake and don't pose for. The look of someone who is still moving forward, even when every part of him is tired. Liu Yuning has always been the kind of artist who shows up strong. Strong voice, strong presence, strong mentality. That's why this moment hit differently. Because for once, the strength wasn't loud. It was silent. And silence, sometimes, tells the deepest story. You can see it in the way his brow tightens, in how his mouth doesn't bother to form a polite smile. This isn't a man performing for cameras. This is a man caught between responsibilities, expectations, and exhaustion. And honestly, that makes him feel more real than ever. People forget how heavy success can be. From the outside, fame looks glamorous. But from the inside, it often feels like constant pressure. Rehearsals that stretch late into the night. Schedules packed so tightly there's barely space to breathe. And on top of that, the invisible weight of knowing that millions are watching, judging, waiting for you to be perfect again. Liu Yuning didn't complain. He didn't explain. He just kept walking. That's what made this moment powerful. Because real fatigue doesn't scream. It doesn't ask for attention. It simply shows up on your face when your body and mind are asking for a pause. Some fans felt worried. Others felt protective. But most felt something deeper, empathy. We've all had days like this. Days when we still show up, still do our job, still move forward, even though inside we're running on empty. Seeing someone as admired as Liu Yuning reflect that feeling creates an unexpected connection. Not idol to fan, but human to human. And maybe that's the twist no one expected. This wasn't a bad look. It was a vulnerable one. It reminded people that behind the spotlight is a person who carries pressure quietly and keeps going anyway. That kind of strength doesn't need dramatic gestures. It lives in endurance. In a world that constantly demands more from celebrities, moments like this deserve understanding, not speculation. Because exhaustion is not weakness. It's proof of effort. And if anything, this moment made Liu Yuning's journey feel even more meaningful. Now I want to know what you felt when you saw those photos. Concern? Respect? Recognition of your own tired days reflected back at you? Leave a comment. Your perspective matters.